Hey friends, your friendly neighborhood, that TS Hawkeye guy here. I'm going to take a look at Castle Greyskull. This is the Origins Castle Greyskull. It does come with a figure. I don't have the specific figure. It comes with a white sorceress. I have the single carded sorceress. We'll just take a look at that. I did do a video on the two of them a while ago, so look for that. But yeah, so we're going to take a look. So, this is all like injection molding. So the door obviously is a separate piece. I like how that is one piece when it's folded up. It has little clips on here. The vintage castle had ones you pushed on that didn't hold very well. I don't think the vintage one had these two. Those weren't colored. They were just green. There's some windows there. And the vintage one didn't have the steel rod in there. So the door, I like the door. It's kind of wish they would have painted that part though. But yeah, so it's got the nice face. I really like all the rock on it. So this is what came with it. Came with this practice thing. Again, the vintage one, it was just one flat piece of plastic and just went in. That is attached. Came with a flag. Has a hole there you can attach it on. The vintage one, that was just a sticker and a clip. Came with a weapon rack. Came with this blaster. That also has a little hole there to attach it up top. And it came with the weapon rack with a few weapons. The vintage one had a lot more, but again, that was years ago. So, but yeah, it came with these four. We've seen that with Trapjaw. That came with the Eternian Palace Guard, I believe. That came with the Skeletons. I don't think that's been re-released yet, but we've seen variations of it with Clawful, and I think Clawful's the only one that it really came with. But so, all right, let's open it up and we'll take a look. All right, so there's that. As you can see, that just goes right on there. It stays pretty well. The flag goes right there. You've got another stand. The vintage one never had the stand there. So, computer, that was cardboard in the vintage. I like these. Those are cloth. They, stickers in the vintage. We've got the throne and the trapdoor. There was, fix that. We've got the sticker, very iconic. There's the back of the drawbridge. And we've got the elevator, which does work fairly easy. And I don't think the vintage one stayed as well, because that will just stay there and very, goes down very easy. There was an exclusive you can get. I forget. I think it was not sure which convention, but you got an actual 3D piece. You got the armor. I think there was a thing that went on top of the castle to like the Spirit of Greyskull. I would have loved to get it. A little too expensive for me. So, we can set this wherever. And it's very, you know what I mean? Like, it's definitely, you could see this and you would know it was Castle Greyskull right away if you grew up in the time I grew up. I had the vintage one. I sold it. I kind of regret that I sold it, but what are you going to do? So, yeah, so let's get some figures there. We'll populate it and take a look. I did forget to mention it came with a ladder. I acquired another one. Bitten is here playing with us today, so that's always nice. Cool thing about the ladder is there's actual, Fisto's sword is in the way, but there are actual little places it shows to put it. They sink in so your ladder doesn't fall over. There's another one over here. So, really, really cool. Again, this wasn't, everyone used this for He-Man, but the castle was never simply a heroic castle. That was the whole thing of the mini comics and I think the cartoon, that sorcerers lived in the castle, but it was always up for grabs. So, and the last thing we're going to look at is before the cartoon, the big thing was the power sword. How He-Man and Skeletor each came with a half. This is a full one that I got with He-Man. But, okay, I'm going to turn this off. I'll close it up and we'll take a look. All right, so we've got Man-E-Faces, Stratos. I don't know why the light is that bad, but, it's, I was really, really excited to get this, more so than Snake Mountain, which I didn't get. But, yeah, so you've got the power sword. When you connected the two halves, it was like the key to Castle Greyskull. So, and clicks right back up there. But, yeah, so, we're going to look at a little bit more Masters and Star Wars stuff for the time being, as I haven't got anything else unpacked yet. I know. But, yeah, so there's Castle Greyskull in all its glory. I don't know how the size comparison to the vintage one. You can check Pixel Dan's Masters of the Universe book, and it'll give you all the information. So, but, all right, friends, all my Hawkamaniacs, we'll talk again soon.